Hello there, welcome back to another episode of my The Medium Let's Play here on my channel. Maybe the last episode of this series, who knows. In the last episode we made it out of the fallout shelter, let's gonna call it that. And we learned, or Thomas told us, the spirit Thomas told us that our sister, Lilianne, aka Sadness, is apparently still alive, and obviously just as old as Marianne, and he told us where to find her. Supposedly, she's somewhere around the lake that Marianne keeps seeing in her dreams, and our objective now is to confront her. I hope it really is that simple, but I don't think so. So, let's see what's in store for us, right? Walking through the woods, much like in the dream, even though it is so much more peaceful now.
I'm getting close. I can feel it. I can feel it so
I can see the
clearly.
lake too. There we are. Made our way to the lake, and we don't have a new objective. There is somebody. Is it really Lily though? She seems a bit weird.
You finally made it.
Lilianne.
Been waiting for you, little sister.
Or not, it's okay.
Lily, I didn't know. I couldn't remember. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It was better that way. At least you had a life. For a while.
Lilianne.
That day when the fire broke out at our house, I made a deal. The part of my soul that was tormented was set loose.
You mean the monster? But why?
To save you. It helped us escape the flames, but in return, I had to set it free. Free to devour, to destroy, to kill.
The Neva massacre.
Yes. All those people died so that we could live.
Don't know if that was the right choice, to be honest.
Because I lived, so did my demons. Father knew my powers were too dangerous. He left you at the hospital so you could have a normal life.
And what about you? Did he try to...
No. Maybe he should have. But he couldn't bring himself to do it. Instead, he locked me away. But he only delayed the inevitable. Monster, it got out. And now you're here. You're the only one who can fix this. You. We both share our father's gifts, but also his fate. And the dream.
The dream? But... all I see is a girl. You. Shot dead. Here, on this pier. Hasn't it already happened?
No. It's not the past you see. The dream. It's what I want to happen.
What?
It all ends in me.
But... no! No!
Can't send a spirit away while the host is still alive. That's why you couldn't destroy the monster. That's why Sadness didn't want to go.
But... you're my sister.
That's why it has to be you. I'm not strong enough. It won't let me. Only you can end this. Only you can fix what our father could not.
Lilianne, I can't. Please, don't make me do this.
It's the only way to destroy it. To prevent further bloodshed.
Lily? Oh!
Marianne? What's going on?
Skin suit, now too small, constricting, outgrown her. Don't lead her. Suit, light, almost gone, not done yet, but it's getting there.
There is another way.
Marianne. No.
What is she doing? It's just
Like you said, I'm your only chance. Aren't I? You need me. A medium strong enough to sustain you. The others? They only lasted for so long before you broke them down.
Marianne, please. I don't want
Maybe
this.
it's not your choice. Maybe this is my story after all. No! Don't do this!
Please, sister. Set me free.
No! Stay back! Stay back!
All ends to me. It has to be. It has to be you.
It'll never stop killing.
You finish this.
Only you can end this.
You can't always save everyone, butterfly.
It all starts with a dead girl.
Well, that was the medium. Yeah. I really didn't expect that ending, to be honest. I didn't think... I said this before, I didn't think that Lilianne was still alive. And that it would be that easy after Thomas told us where to find her, that she would actually be there. And for a second, I was afraid that hold on. That I would have to make a choice of whether I would shoot her or shoot myself. I'm glad I didn't have to do this choice, because I can already tell you that that would have been a very difficult choice to make. You know, there are games where you have to make a life and death decision, but it's much easier to think about the consequences that each choice entails. But this... Because at first I thought when Lilianne was begging us to kill her, especially since she said it all ends in me, just like the maw. I guess it makes sense that she would say that, because she was the one who set him free, he came from her. But right when he said that, just like with episode 10, no, 11 I think, when Jack appeared before us, even though he was dead, it was also the maw in disguise. So right in that second I thought that it wasn't Lilianne but the maw in disguise telling us that. So what would have happened if we shot him? If we shot her? I mean, we wouldn't have killed our sister, but I do have a feeling that that would have been the Maw's plan, that, you know, like to make us think, to make Marianne think that he was her sister, and he would leave her thinking that, so that she would carry that trauma with her for the rest of her life, basically, you know, and so that he could hide in the shadows and feed off of that, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. So I thought that would be happening, but needless to say, when he appeared at the pier as well, I knew that that wasn't the case. And then when Marianne was implying that the only real option was to kill herself, I also wasn't so sure. Because, after all, yes, she made a pact with the maw, but Lilianne was also a medium. We know that now. And from what we heard, I mean, I guess we heard both sides. We heard that Lilianne is more powerful, but we also heard that that Marianne is more powerful. But considering everything that's happened and how it started, I do think that Lilianne is the more powerful medium. So if we killed ourselves, which I assume we did, after all, who's to tell us that the maw doesn't continue feeding off of Lilianne and maybe actually trying her on? Do you really think he would keep his word? I asked that before. Do you really think that face could ever tell the truth? So I don't think... I think, yeah, if Marianne killed herself, he would still have Lilianne. And he would do something with her. Use her. Continue using her. But, let's rewind back a bit. When Lilianne told us why she did that. I said it then, and I'll say it again, was that really the right choice? You know, it's almost like this psychological test where you are in a burning building, which is completely irrational. You have the option to save 5 complete strangers or 1 of your friends. Which, you know, it never made sense to me. Why can't I save 5 random people but just 1 person I personally know, you know? But it's almost like that. She, Lilianne, chose to save only the one she cares, or the ones, herself and her sister, that she cared about. And she let everybody else go to shit. An entire resort full of workers and residents, basically. People who lived there and people who came there on their vacation. She basically killed them all by letting the maw loose. That was definitely not the right choice. It would have been the lesser evil to just let herself and her sister die, in my opinion. But that choice wasn't our choice to make. She made that choice. Whew. So I think there won't be a medium 2, at least not with Marianne. Unless it's a prequel, in a way. We'll see. Question is, will there be something after the credits now? The Medium is our biggest and most ambitious game that we have made so far. It's a close and personal project that was years in the making. Yeah, I think it was announced in 2012 for the Wii U. Let that sink in. We poured our souls into it, and we've made a lot of great memories during the development. However, as great as it is to make games, we do what we love with one person in mind, and that's you. Your thoughts mean a lot to us, and they make us better developers. This is why we would love to hear your impressions of the medium. Do I really have to write a review now? Choose a star rating. First of all, that's the first time I ever see this in a game. I know this from smartphone apps, but I've never seen this in a console game. Not like this, at least. You can give ratings, but not being asked to give a rating, and not this pop-up that the game itself opens. But this is very fitting right now, because I wanted to give my final thoughts, what I thought about the game anyway. So, it was a horror game, and people from the original Silent Hill games were involved with it. It was a good game, but to me personally, even though it was very dark, I do have to admit, I don't really see it as a horror game. I mean, I don't know what else you would call it, right? Because of the setting and the stuff that's being touched upon in the game, but was it really a horror game? You know, there's this gory and supernatural horror, but there's also psychological horror, and if anything, this is more psychological. Much like Silent Hill, right? But, I personally, at least, didn't find it that scary. The maw was gross, right? But I didn't find it that scary. So, I'm kinda torn if it was really a horror game. It was a good game. I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the setting, I enjoyed the pacing, I enjoyed the characters and the cutscenes and the dialogues. A lot of this gave me flashbacks to Life is Strange. Even if that might sound a bit weird. But yeah, a lot of this gave me flashbacks to Life is Strange, which I love from the bottom of my heart, so obviously that was a big plus for this game. And I would recommend this game to, yeah, I guess horror fans, really, because not everybody is gonna like this. I get that, but still, I'm kind of torn on the fence if I really should call this a horror game. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this game. That's also the reason why, yes, 5 out of 5. But yeah, could have been scarier in my opinion. Even on the psychological side, even if there's no gore or creepy creatures besides the maw, there could have been more shockers, I guess. And a lot of stuff was just implied, I guess. It wasn't entirely confirmed, it was just implied, it was touched upon. Maybe if they went a bit further, although then it would be difficult not to trigger anybody who suffered from something that is being touched upon, right? But yeah, those are my thoughts. But yeah, I did like this game. It was a good game. I would have preferred it if it would be scarier, if it would have been scarier, but it was still a good game. I did not feel like I wasted my time playing this. And it's a bit sad that, again, I'm assuming, I don't know, right? But I'm assuming that there won't be a second game. again, at least not with Marianne, because I do think that she killed herself. We didn't see that, which is also weird, right? That we didn't see how she decided, but I do think that she killed herself. And again, the only way... okay, I guess there are several ways. It could be a parallel universe. It could be... Everything has been just a dream, right? It could be a prequel. And it could also revolve around Lilianne, her sister, technically. So that way there could be a Medium 2 game. But yeah, the Medium, as we got to know it with this first game, I don't think there could be a second one. Maybe if there's going to be a second one, it's going to be similar to Life is Strange, where it's an entirely different setting from the first game, in the second game, right? But yeah, I don't think there will be a second The Medium with Marianne, unfortunately, which is a bummer, because I grew quite fond of her, not gonna lie. And I would be very interested in playing another The Medium game, but only time will tell if there will be another one. I do know that the devs are working on something horror-related, which I don't want to say too much, but it seems like everything actually is pointing towards Silent Hill. Right now, I don't want to make a fool of myself, but everything, or a conspiracy theorist, right? But right now, everything seems to be pointing towards them getting the license from Konami to develop a new Silent Hill game. Out of all the developers, not even Sony Interactive or one of Sony's subsidiaries, but Blubber Team, I don't know what they're called, but they apparently got the license to Silent Hill along with another studio from Japan. We'll see if that's true, but everything is pointing in that direction, so yeah, that will also be interesting to see an actual Silent Hill from the same developers that made The Medium. So even if we won't get The Medium 2, we will definitely get more horror games. Even if it's not Silent Hill, we will get more horror games by this... I guess it's an indie studio. It's still an indie studio. By this indie studio. Yeah. Those were my final thoughts, and this is my review. Holy shit, I was rambling on for I don't know how long. Let me just... submit now, because I don't want to write a review on screen right now. Maybe I'm going to write a review after I'm done recording, I don't know. But let's submit this for now. Thank you. You can add your rating and review anytime in Microsoft Store, yes. Okay, so we did that. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in playing the game, you can play it for free. If you sign up for Xbox Game Pass, it's included with Game Pass. Obviously, you'll have to pay for that. But if you are a new subscriber, you can get it for just $1 or €1 or £1, I think. Your first month, or you can buy the game standalone for, I think, $50. Just thought I'd let you know, and oh, there is something coming up. Oh. Maybe this is implying a second game after all, huh? Don't know who that was, but I have a theory. I have 3 theories. It could be Thomas, who apparently is also still alive. It could be Richard, although that would be weird because he apparently was sent over to the other world, right? And it could also be... Henry, I guess, was his name, of the investigator, right? But same with him as with Richard. So I guess really it could only be Thomas, right? But who knows? But they are at least holding some options open, so to say, for a future game by this cliffhanger at the end. Also because we didn't see who it was, but somebody made it out. And we knew Spirit Thomas told us that Material Thomas is still alive, so maybe The Medium 2 with him as the lead character, and not Lilianne. maybe both of them, I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe we won't see at all. Who knows? But yeah, so again, that was The Medium. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you did, then please consider liking and subscribing and commenting your opinion. And also consider supporting the developers if you can, of course, by... Yeah, I guess they would, you would help them more if you would actually buy the game standalone than as if you would sign up for Game Pass Ultimate, but I don't know. You do whatever you can and want to do, right? But yeah, if you liked it, also consider actually supporting the devs behind it by either buying it or signing up for Xbox Game Pass. And yeah, again, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, consider checking out other games on my channel, because I do tend to play horror games quite often, I guess. I mostly play horror games, I'd say, at least. My last couple of games were horror games, and there will be more horror coming your way, so keep an eye out for that. I hope to see you again very soon in another game on my channel, maybe a horror game, or, I don't know, somewhere else, in the spirit world. I don't know. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye!